Hey over there, Joe Lunchbox.
Enjoy nighting out.
And today we've landed right here in Margate City, New Jersey. Now, we travel the world going to all different roadside attractions. And behind us, I feel is probably one of the best known roadside attractions in all of America. And for some crazy odd reason, us living one state away, we have never been there. Behind us is Lucy the Elephant. We are going to go to Lucy the Elephant. We are going to bring you along with us. We're going to take a whole tour inside Lucy, share with you that experience. It should be awesome. Hopefully you like these kind of roadside attractions, fun, weird, odd spots. I mean, like, there's an elephant standing behind us. If you do, you should like this video. If you haven't already subscribed to our channel, we're trying to go to as many roadside attractions around the country as we can. We have over 500 videos up on our channel. It is a channel. We're always on these adventures. Ring the notification bell. Comment down below, what is your favorite roadside attraction? But it's time to do this. Step right up. Let's go for this ride. Just look at the size of this building. Looking like an elephant. The eyes are windows. This building was made by a man named James V. Lafferty. And people might know of Lucy the Elephant here, but do you know this building is 143 years old. Right here where Lucy stands, they celebrate that birthday on July 20th. That wasn't the day Lucy was built officially, but it was the day that Lucy wasn't originally here. So Lucy was down the road a little bit and moved here in 1970. So July 20th is the date that she arrived where she stands now. So that's the date they celebrate her birthday. And I just said something that's a mess up. Because I said Lucy the Elephant, she. Well, actually, even though this is just a big building in the shape of an elephant, I love architecture that is goofy like this, programmatic architecture where buildings imitate real life things. But from the ears, Lucy would actually be an Asian elephant, not an African elephant by the size of the ears. And only male Asian elephants have tusks. So even though the name is Lucy, Lucy is a he. Lucy's original name was Elephant Bazaar. The building of this, James V. Lafferty, actually patented the design of Lucy, and two other of these elephants were built. One in Coney Island, named the Elephantine Colossus, and another one down the road from here, closer to Cape May, named the Light of Asia. So James actually was part of the building of the Elephant Colossus in Coney Island. The other one, someone sort of like bought the rights to his patents and he helped oversee and to build the Light of Asia. Lucy is the only one of these three elephant-shaped buildings that still exist. James V. Lafferty actually patented this design December 5th, 1882, and they granted him it to the use for the animal-shaped building, and that was for a duration of 17 years. Lafferty funded the design and construction of the first elephant, which is the elephant we are standing now. He employed Philadelphia architect William Free and J. Mason Kirby for the design. Lucy was actually modeled after Barnum and Bailey's shows. They had an elephant named Jumbo. And of course, it was initially named the Elephant Bazaar. Lucy that we are standing in front of is 65 feet in height and 60 feet in length. In 1887, Lucy was actually sold to Anton Gertson of Philadelphia and remained in his family until 1970. That's when we said it was sold and moved here. Anton's daughter-in-law, Sophie Gertson, reportedly dubbed the structure Lucy the Elephant in 1902. Now, it's saying even though it is male elephant because of the tusk, even though they say it's male, eventually it's commonly known that Lucy's a female now. I guess she just likes having tusks.
What elephant butt?
Butt windows. Imagine being the architect. Do you think they were laughing when they designed that? We're gonna make some butt windows. So when we showed up, we first went to the gift shop. The tours are ticketed and timed. It's not a self-guided tour. We bought our tickets. Now we're waiting for our tour time to come to enter the rear leg of Lucy. Looks like where Lucy is now is called Carpenter Walkway. This is the Carpenter Walkway dedicated to Sylvia and Edwin Carpenter, co-founders of Save Lucy Committee. Their first step taken in 1969 saved Lucy from the wrecking ball and led the way to the restoration of the world's largest elephant. I'm grateful they saved this.
Nope. She was built way back in 1881 by a real estate agent named James Lafferty in what was then known as South Atlantic City. He thought if he built a giant elephant, he'd be able to attract more people to buy his real estate. And his big thing was he was only 5 miles away from Atlantic City. In the 1800s though, the only way to get there really would be by walking. So you had to walk the 5 miles there and then walk another 5 miles back, which I do not particularly enjoy walking 10 miles on a daily basis. Not very many people do. So after a couple of years, he was forced to sell to the Gertson family. Under the Gertson family, Lucy was a bar, a tavern, among many other things, and she was under the ownership of the Gertson family until the late 1960s. But by then she fell into great disrepair. So this actually isn't originally where she stood. Lucy originally stood 2 blocks down where that brick condominium building is. And the city of Margate was actually going to tear her down in place of that building. But then a couple citizens got together and asked, what could we do to save Lucy? They said if they could find a way to move her these 2 blocks down, they'd be able to lease this property out to them. So on July 20th, 1970, after many bake sales and many generous donations, they loaded her on a flatbed truck, and as she trotted down the street here called Atlantic Avenue, and she landed here. Just to move those 2 blocks down though, it took her 8 hours. So she's a very slow walker. And now every year in July, to celebrate that big move, we celebrate her birthday.
Wow, this is awesome. I've dreamed of standing in this.
I didn't expect it to be like this spacious over here.
Joy, you're in Lucy the Elephant. Here we have the other ones. There we see Elephant Bazaar, which is Lucy. Elephantine, Colossus, which was the one in Coney Island. And Light of Asia, Cape May, New Jersey. In Lucy, it is one big room, but there are little side areas we could peek out at.
If you look up front, you can see her 2 eyes. And then all the way back here is what we like to call her pains in the butt. You also might be able to notice that from the inside, Lucy looks a little bit like an upside down ship. That's because when she was originally built, she was built by shipbuilders.
They were cracking jokes that the butt windows is the pains in the butt. Get it? Window panes?
The door to work, we're going to be headed all the way up to where that glass is. It's just Lucy's counter. So first of all, you may have noticed behind this door here, there's a bathtub. That's because in 1902, Lucy was used as a residence just for 1 summer, and that's the bathtub that they used. But there was no running water inside of Lucy, so if they wanted to fill that bathtub, they had to bring buckets of water up and down those stairs just to take a bath. More recently though, in September of 2020, Lucy was actually used as an Airbnb. So 3 separate couples got to stay for 3 separate nights. They paid $138 each in honor of her age. Until Lucy was decorated all Victorian style. But since there is still no running water, in order to use the restroom, they had to climb back down those stairs to go into a trailer. But I suppose that's the price you gotta pay to live in an elephant for a day. Piece of wood. That piece of wood is Lucy's original tongue. That fell off of her while she was moving in 1970. Also in that display case, you'll find a liquor bottle. That's because in the 1920s, during Prohibition, when alcohol was illegal, Lucy was used as a means to smuggle it into the United States. Listen fairly. In that display case, there's all original pieces of Lucy, including the original tips of her tusks and tail. And then all the way up here, this is Lucy's head. She's a little bit empty-headed, but that's okay. We still love her. If you look out of the 2 windows on the sides up there, you'll see a big metal wall. Those are Lucy's ears. Her ears are estimated to weigh around 2,000 pounds each. Overall, Lucy weighs around 90 tons. Also, while you're up there, you can must warn you though, her left eye has a little bit of a cataract in the shape of a building, but if you look at her right eye, you can see straight to the beach.
So in this case, we actually could see some of the original structure of Lucy. Seeing some of her original tusks on the top. When we peek through this little door, we actually see the bathtub. But they were saying there was no running water in Lucy, so the water would have to be carried up to be put into the bathtub. It was only used as a residence for 1 year.
So we made our way to Lucy's head. And I went to look out this lovely window, but it's got an ear.
Out this window with some eerie views.
Oh.
Get it? Because it's Lucy's ear? So these portholes are out Lucy's eye. When we look at this one, we see a nice building, a little bit of an eyesore. But out of the other eye, Joy's taking a photo as we speak.
It's like I can see it from my phone. It's like
We can see straight out to the Atlantic Ocean, the beach, out of Lucy's right eye. We have one window, another window. There's a door here. Do you think Lucy has junk in her trunk? Now we're waiting for our turn, so we're actually going to go even higher. See the people up there? It's Lucy's original tongue. They said Lucy was used to smuggle liquor. They would put lights out the window. Yep, going up again. Joy, we're making our way up. Yeah, Lucy, definitely not handicapped accessible, I say that.
Alright. So from all the way up here, I just have a couple of things to point out to you. So James Lafferty, as a real estate agent, a major part of his business was actually bringing people all the way up here so they could pick the plot of land they wanted to buy. Because when there's no buildings around, you can see all those plots of land. Over on this water tower back here, you'll see a really famous cool person. She's awesome. Down there, those tall buildings, that's Atlantic City. So that's about 5 miles away from here. And once
Buildings
again,
in Atlantic City, 5 miles away.
You might also be able to notice that Lucy's actually taller than the power lines. So in order to move her, they had to tear down those power lines, meaning that for those 8 hours that she was moving, Margate did not have any electricity.
Once you come up, because it was a big sunroom, you actually walk on the glass. Down below my feet, that's where we were standing inside Lucy before. So all the way down the strip, the tall buildings, those are Atlantic City, about 5 miles away. And this tall building right in front of us is where Lucy originally stood before 1970. Now, I personally love this area because, yeah, there's Atlantic City, we're in Margate. Between is Ventnor, and that actually is the town where my great-grandfather's house was. Sadly, they tore that house down a few years ago, but it was there up till probably about 4 or 5 years ago. And there's the Atlantic Ocean. I thought it was weird going up the stairs. Oh, going down's another whole beast.
do you see someone like the plexiglass, like where?
Yeah, where some of the old walls were.
Underneath it? Yeah.
And the stairs going both directions. Boy, hey. So if any of you want to build your own elephant, here's James Lafferty's blueprints. This is what he sent to the patent office. So now you could build your own elephant too. So many nooks and crannies, you gotta look in all of them. Like, we have a little window here. And what do we find when we look in there? Some Planters peanuts. Lucy's hiding planter peanuts in her rear. More fun staircases. We're making our way now down the stairs. We went up one leg, we're coming down the other leg. You could just exit, but why be a fool? You don't have to exit through the gift shop, but you should. Lucy's merch is on point. From t-shirts to hoodies. You want a Lucy bag? You can get mugs, spoons, cat's meows, wooden postcards. Everything with Lucy. You want some window ornaments or Christmas ornaments? We have a reenactment of Lucy moving the 2 blocks down.
The green button on the price comes up.
There Lucy goes. The reenactment doesn't take a whole 8 hours though. Maybe you want a work of art of Lucy that you painted yourself. They actually sell paint by number sets. This spot has some amazing merch. A photo before Lucy was moved and restored. Actually, my mistake. That is a photo of Lucy being moved. Look at her raised up. We got a pencil, we got a t-shirt, we got postcards. Only one less souvenir to get. A crushed penny. And of course we chose Lucy, because that's where we're at.
Wait, that was a pretty quick one.
Boom, crushed penny achieved. You curious where to find Lucy? Just go to Lucy Plaza. Goes on the corner of Lucy Plaza and Atlantic Avenue. You will find Lucy the elephant. Come, take a tour. Go inside the building, go up, stand on the tippy top, look down at Lucy. In the park where Lucy sits is the Josephine L. Harron Park. This site is named in honor of Josephine L. Harron, president and co-founder of the Save Lucy Committee Incorporated, for her 25 years of dedicated service, inspiration, and commitment to the restoration and preservation of Lucy. The Margate Info, a National Historic Landmark, July 20th, 1995. In Lucy, we learned that people used to come to Lucy in the early days by a train that went from Atlantic City south. It was the South Atlantic City Railroad, and it looks like the building that's the gift shop. I don't think it's the original, but it's supposed to represent the South Atlantic City Camden Atlantic Railroad. We actually have the sign on the side of the building. Is it the original train station? It looks old. It could be. It's still cool though that they have the sign here. No more rail now taking you to Lucy the elephant though. We start in the front. I guess we end in the rear. So that's Lucy the elephant. It is an amazing roadside attraction. The fact that this thing is 143 years old and we can still go in and take a tour. And a lot of roadside attractions are expensive. It was less than $10 a person to take the tour, which is pretty amazing.
It was like $8.50, so the
for an adult.
17. Yeah, like
Yeah, that's awesome. Awesome if you're down near Atlantic City. Take the time, go the 5 miles down, go see Lucy the elephant. If you like roadside attractions, this is an awesome one.
and their merch game on point.
Yeah, amazing merch. But I think we can call it, Joy. What do you think?
I think so.
Lucy the elephant, been there, done that. Remember, folks, safe travels
Good eats.
and live life. On Lucy's front right foot, on her farthest right toe, we have 3 initials, JAF. There's no other initials on Lucy, and you might think, well, James, wait, Lafferty, that's not an F. Why are these initials here? Well, the people at the gift shop told us there was a woman that used to come in, just talk, not really get stuff, but sadly after she passed, all of a sudden they get a check. And she left Lucy the elephant a substantial, generous amount of money to keep this attraction open. And to honor her, her initials now live on permanently on Lucy's foot. I just want to share a $1 million idea. Okay, it might not be a $1 million idea, but I know Showboat just put a giant water slide park in. If there is another casino in Atlantic City going to build a beautiful water slide park, someone should build a replica of Lucy and make the trunk be a water slide. That would be the coolest water slide ever. To honor this elephant in Atlantic City, it's a good idea. Hotel people, I'll let you steal it. Just let me know when it opens. I want to come ride it. Him, her, whatever, who cares? It just is the oldest roadside attraction in America. An awesome elephant overlooking the Atlantic Ocean, trunk drinking some water. Nails done every year, celebrating its birthday, July 20th. That's pretty awesome, isn't it, Joy?
That is. I wonder if Lucy likes belly rubs.
If you could reach up, you could probably rub Lucy's belly. I just am happy we came to see Lucy.
whatever they want to be called.